think the ATF on this is low. They're making a bad noise. So we're gonna have to figure that out.
Wow, what an adventure. It's kind of crazy what happened here. We were hunting for about 3 days, and throughout that time frame, 2 of the days, we were running the back roads pretty hard, looking for some elk and having some fun. And the truck started acting funny. It was running just fine the whole time, and then all of a sudden, the truck started acting up. I didn't know what to do, didn't understand what was going on with it. Luckily, I had a good friend who they were at home, were able to come out, rescue us, and then we brought back another truck. We ended up getting not everything that we needed out here. We were about 7 miles away from the nearest paved road, and then another good 15 miles back home. And this was not the best place to break down. Let's just say that. But it was fun. It was an adventure. Looking back now, it's been some time since this happened, and learned a lot. That's the whole point of this channel for me, is I want to be able to learn as I go. I could have plenty of people work on this for me, and I wouldn't figure it out. And I'm grateful for everybody that jumps in the comments and lets me know what you think and what I should have done and what I should have had at the time. My first thought was that the transmission just had low oil pressure, which was true, but not for the reason that I thought it was. I'll explain coming up here in a minute. However, I had a friend that was with me the whole time, and he decided to add insult to injury, might as well record with a drone all of the craziness that we were doing at this time. The other crazy part was there was people out there in this area in different trucks and stuff. We only saw one, and by the time we had parked the truck, because it wouldn't go forward, we didn't see anybody after that. It was a bit of a fun time. Anyways, hope you enjoy this one.
Old Blue is just sitting right here, about 40 minutes up the road from my house. We went hunting and went off-road with it, thinking we're going to be good. Apparently, we were a little too rough. Some of the bolts sheared off from the bell housing of the transmission to the engine, pulled it away a little bit, and stopped working. So we towed it back home, or towed it back here at least, from where we were hunting at. And we found that the bell housing was, a good distance away, so we pushed it back together. I put it in reverse, and it went in reverse. Then I put it in drive, and it went into drive. I shut it off, and then it stopped. And now it has 0 oil pressure. So I believe that the transmission is shot altogether. I guess it's that, or the torque converter is not pumping in general. So one of the two. We got to go figure this out. I may be throwing that old transmission of the manual back into it. But you know what would help? If you subscribe to this channel, it would allow me to do more projects and be a little bit more able to help fix up Old Blue. Appreciate it. When you buy an old truck, you have to rent a lot of equipment, and then you have to get saved by a Ford F-350. On the trailer again. Why? Because it likes to brake. All right, Old Blue. Be good to us. Don't fall off. I ain't going anywhere. It's in park. It's in back brakes on. Hold up. Come check this. Oh, just kidding. Never mind. We're good. I think we're good.
Take two.
You look super tiny.
So a lot has happened since I last posted. As you can see, there's a lot here in the garage. Bunch of seats. Well, it's because our van had blown a head gasket and has been out for about a month and a half. We still got a couple more weeks for a brand new engine to go into that. I'm not doing that personally, somebody else can do that. So that was the other side that we took off, and then on this side had the scarring on one of those, huh?
Yes, on the very front cylinder.
Crazy. Well,
So we got
went hunting, and old Blue here decided that I was a little too rough, and it pulled the transmission away from the engine. Some of the bolts had sheared off. I'll see if I can't show you guys that. And some of them just loosened up and came out. And so it pulled away a bit, and it stopped going into drive and reverse. And now we have to put the old transmission back into place. So I was cleaning up the old transfer case and transmission just for fun. Got those wired down a little bit from all the nastiness that they had on them. Cleaner, but not super clean. This one though, a little better. And we're gonna lift this up, take the transmission out from underneath, and put those in. Also at the same time, our TV decided to go out. So, you know, tough things happen, and that's okay. If you want to subscribe, that probably would help us a little bit. And maybe we could redo some of this stuff if we have enough subscribers. Follow along with the build. We're gonna redo that, and then once we're done with the transmission, we're gonna go to the body, and we're going to sand things down, get it ready and level to paint. Come help us. See you soon. Around 50 billion. Okay. So this is what I have. When it comes to the transmission, you have your flywheel, which then connects straight up to your torque converter into your transmission, into your transfer case. So this is how it's lined up. On a manual, it's a little bit different. The flywheel is solid, so that you can actually connect to it. Then it has a pressure plate, and then it has your clutch system that goes into it on here, which you will press onto it at the same time, which then goes into your transfer case. What's funny is that that transfer case and that transfer case are both a 208C, but one is for a manual
and one is for an automatic, and it's the end shaft that actually is different. So to get these put on, I've got to put the flywheel, which I got a new one. So apparently these only go on one way, and with that we'll get it bolted on and then degrease it and then put all of this stuff buttoned up right next to it, throw the transmission in, and we'll be good to go. And here we go. Oops. Oh, too much. All right, time for the transfer case to come down. I don't know. Okay, down. All right. And we're down.
I was halfway there and noticed it, so I didn't.
Well, we got it out. I don't know what's wrong with this thing, but we'll come to find out soon, I'm sure. Look into it. And now we will take this and put her in. Which then goes to the transfer case, which then goes to your drive shaft. This one you got flywheel, buttons up into here. Take this off. Get the new one on, which then goes to your transfer case. That's insane. So we finally got the right flywheel, pressure plate, and everything put together. What happened was I got the wrong size and it wouldn't fit on there. So now we got the right one. Take a look. So we've got the right flywheel. We're going to degrease that and that, put that together. It's supposed to be 60 foot-pounds on the flywheel and 35 on that clutch pressure plate combination. So let's get to it. All right, a couple things. On this transmission, we've got some nasties and we got some news. So in this case, got a new one of these. Throw in. Hopefully that works out real nice. Just do that. And then I also got another doodah of that as well. As to make things just a little bit nicer and hopefully work out well.
That's crazy. I feel like that, because it's cracked all the way through onto that backside. And it's all around this in general.
And just set you right up in.
Well, we're having some troubles. Got everything in. Everything in. And then the clutch won't work. I have replaced the slave cylinder. Yes, that is the term. I have replaced the pipe, the line that goes from that to the master cylinder. And now I have to replace the master cylinder because I keep bleeding and bleeding and bleeding this stupid line, and it won't be good. So we're going to do that and hopefully it fixes. So we got a new master cylinder and a new reservoir because the other reservoir that we had, the tabs broke off. So hopefully this reservoir plugs right back into there. We can call this one good. All right, we found a solution. That clutch was a booger. Holy cow, we kept bleeding, used a vacuum. The vacuum wasn't working. Well, what do you use? And if you can't vacuum it out, you push it in. Went down to Harbor Freight, got this handy dandy thingy, and we just filled it up with brake fluid, put it on the bleeder valve, and I shoved it in there, and man, that clutch is as good as it gets. Shout out, there's a guy here on YouTube that I was watching, a little short video, and it fixed my problem. So maybe I'll link his thing below just to give him some kudos.